is go back and listen to this. Go back and listen to overall bias, DXY, or USD, S&P 500. Alright, that's what I want you guys to do. Right? Real important. Why? Because then you'll actually hear me saying these things. Alright, real time before they happen, because this was published 2 days ago on Sunday. Alright, guys. Remember, I don't know which one of you guys were actually here on Sunday. Hopefully, some of you guys actually were, so you guys, heard me calling out these things in the markets. But you could also see on x.com. So let's actually load up x.com as well, and you guys can see what I published here was I think a quote from, yeah, look, Marcus Aurelius, but I published a quote from, yeah, look at this. That was also good. That's also good. That's also good, right? That's also good. Yeah, but here. Alright, so here was August 25th. I think this was 2 days ago. So after weekly, um, this should say extension. So after a weekly extension, the next week high usually are on a Tuesday. Alright? And I was referring to Euro USD. So remember this. That was pretty much what I told you. So now let's just go into the markets, right? Let's just go into the markets and actually show y'all. So let's just load this shit up. Let's go in overall to the DXY. I was referring to USD, right? Oh yeah, was on Monday. Thank you, bro. Thank you. So maybe the tweet was on Monday. Let me just share the screen now. Bam, right here. And please watch the recording, because I also overall talk about Nasdaq overall going lower. Hopefully you guys can see my screen now. Yeah, you guys should. So overall, what I was referring to was that we would reprice into a premium. That's the only thing I watch for. Now I'll watch for a Tuesday low also. Alright, and let's go into the daily. Where did we actually create the low? Alright, here's Wednesday, here's Tuesday, as y'all know. Tuesday, bam, created the low of the week, like I told y'all, or high of the week right here. And then this was the weekly extension, as I talked about previously. So you had Monday, Tuesday, aka selling program, right? Selling program, and then overall weekly low getting created on a Tuesday, like ICT says, like it's straight from him. And then overall high prices, where I think price will go. I think price will go to a weekly premium, and especially watching this little fair value gap, as I talked about, right? That's due to a lot of other circumstances, right? Particularly overall the externals, right? Because the externals is aligned bullishly now. All right, they are overall indicating bullish order flow for a while now. Now I'm talking maybe like a real consolidated month. All right, so we have a month which overall, closes real close to the opening, and we have two large wick in both directions. So what I mean by that is pretty much that next month I particularly think we're gonna trade up here. All right, react off of this, then go down and close real close to the open. All right, that's overall a consolidated bounce for me, because you gotta look at the bodies. Here's also some sauce coming, like ICT says, and here's a real good thing you need to overall watch out for when it comes to standard deviation or whatever. All right, the wicks does the damage, but the bodies tells the story. Alright, this is some real quote you need to always watch out for. Alright, when it comes to every single thing, because if you just watch the bodies and what the bodies tells you, not particularly patterns, but if you watch the bodies rather than a manipulation from the wicks, you will understand where price will reach for, aka understanding the order flow and the overall drawn liquidities better. Alright? Alright, hopefully you guys understood me at least. Hopefully, I'm not I'm trying to explain this and in the best way possible, right? So as y'all know, I'm watching overall us trading into a premium, watching us overall trading above this. So that's what I'm watching. And as y'all can see here, we also have a breaker right there. But on a weekly time frame, that's also an order block. Alright, an algorithmic order block, which you guys will learn in the premium document. But you can see we just overall swept that, did a turtle soup right here. Tuesday low, as we anticipated. Why did we anticipate it? Pretty much just that's all typically what we do after an selling program. Alright? Now on the 1 hour time frame, you can see pretty much we just swept out on the Asia right here, and yeah, that's not gonna lie, right. We just had a buy program today now as well. So what you're watching out for, you're watching out for overall low get implemented in London Open because price is fractal. So remember now what I talked about. All right, remember now what I talked about. All right, I talked about an low getting settled in rather fast after an buying or selling program. Now, as you all know, price is fractal. All right, meaning you can implement that on kill zones as well. All right, should be very simple to understand. So yeah, I'm thinking we'll close here for the week. This level right there, that's some extra sauce right here for you guys as well. But let's just go to USD. So on USD, I called out overall. I think this high or some high at least. You guys can go back and watch some my tweet or something. But I overall, talked about this in the beginning of the call. I don't know if I talked about it to everyone, but I showed you guys at least in this call that I called out either this or this high. I don't really remember. And overall, what you guys saw was just that we overall turn it down lower, right? And I've been starting watching GBP USD as well. Wow, guys. But I'm not trading it on the lower time frames. I'm only watching it on the higher time frames. All right, and only using it for SMTs between it and USD because I've also been using a third party like AUD USD to measure those SMTs. And that's also some sauce for you guys, which you can start doing as well, measure SMTs. Now, what I'm watching is us trading into that, like I've talked about, right? So overall, watch this right here. This is a propulsion block on a weekly time frame, and that's overall where I think the low or the discount overall will be settled in, and then I think we'll overall deliver up, continue with a higher time frame bullish order flow. Simple as that. All right, simple as that. Now, I'll not talk about how I got the levels because that's only for the students. However, right, what you guys can see is that we swept previous daily high and also these relative wise to get time-based security. Externals being in agreement downwards. So time-based security, externals in agreement, STA moved down. Alright, I did not take this. Alright, I did not take this, guys. Because it happened, this move happened on Asia. Alright, so I've not traded for 3 weeks now. Why have you not traded? Because I don't really like trading in August. Alright, I've bad overall data from previous August. And if you guys look at overall the August price action, do you think this has been good? Like, for me, I don't like these sort of price action. We will have consolidations in London open, London close, and then actually with New York PM session we actually start moving, and I don't really like that. Right, that's not something I'm a huge fan of. All right, but I think we also created an SMT between EURUSD and GBP USD, so you can see SMT between here. That's also something I watched. Now where I think GBP will go is that I think it will reprice into this little fair value gap right here. This right there. So I think we'll just go down, bam, and then bam. Simple as that, alright? Continue with the bullish order flow. Because if you look at the higher time for narrative, and I'll not go through the higher time for narrative, right? I just wanted to share some extra sauce. Is that we're actually in a market maker buy model here as well. You can see the relative wise here, so with this high and this high. And you can see the market maker buy model here, much better. So now, as you all know, what we're anticipating is overall buying program upwards. All right, we're anticipating the right side of the curve, where we anticipate price reconsolidating again. We're expecting price reconsolidating once we hit this little low right there. That's the start of the second reconsolidation, and then we're gonna wait for the second expansion. However, that's in some months. Second reason for why I actually thought we would go lower, if you guys watched the recording, I think I explained that we were up here on the month, and what I said is that price, as y'all know, usually does power threes, and what I said you guys would target, if you guys remember, did you guys remember Sunday? I did inverse TGIF, alright? Inverse TGIF for the weekly target, remember? So I'll set to you guys to watch this low right here at this specific price. Same thing for the DXY. Hopefully you guys now did. Alright, I'm watching this as my low target, right? Because tomorrow I will be taking overall and trade anticipating risk off on the DXY, meaning DXY upwards, rest of the market downwards. Tomorrow, meaning what is inverse TGIF? So an inverse TGIF is an inverse. Thank God it's finally Friday, and that happens if you're anticipating overall the market to reverse. You can use the inverse TGIF as targets. So if you're watching an intermediate high getting formed and an intermediate high, this is some sauce, right? This is something you never ever have heard about, right? So if you're ever watching an intermediate high getting formed, just take the previous high, previous candle of that, previous weekly, inverse TGIF on that, all right, and you're watching pretty much the 20% of the whole range, all right, as your target. Now you should watch as well 50% and 50% being right here, but as we have not hit the 50% on the DXY yet, I think we'll have, it's permitting USD to continue up higher, because this is also a major STA, and an STA, as y'all know, previous weekly low is as well time is pretty. Now I shared too much. However, yeah, that's pretty much what I've been watching. Now, this is something I also called out, I think, with this rejection block up here, red tick wise. Did someone take this trade? Because I was actually watching, I had limits. My limits did not get tagged, or maybe I just called this out for the students. However, I call out shit, but I can't trade during Asia, right? I can trade, but I'm not awake, right? I'm sleeping here at 4. I'm not like some of you guys being awake, the whole night. I can't manage that, right? I've loads of things to do during my whole day, so I can't, be trading at Asia as well. Try sleep 8 hours a day, alright? It will help everyone of you guys, right? So for Nasdaq, I've also overall been calling out these shorts, right? I'm as well, as you all know, called out these shorts. I've been anticipating market to drop down lower. You can see we swept this little high right there, and I was overall watching us delivering down lower, overall reaching for these red two close, or this for back up right here, which I've also said. Where did I say it? In my video, alright? So watch the video, alright? Otherwise you would miss a lot, alright? But it's not my fault. It's not my fault. So if it goes for this, you can see overall I was anticipating SMT. We did not quite have the SMT. And here we actually had an SMT, if you watch it. And I recommend you guys watching US30 as well. I love US30, by the way. So if I ever would start trading futures, I would trade US30, just because it has such a good STAs, better than even USD, I'd say. But yeah, now you guys know what I'm watching for throughout the whole week. I'm watching just lower prices, lower prices. Same thing goes for GBP USD, AUD USD, higher prices for the DXY. Thank you all for listening, guys. That's it, guys. Thank you all so much. See you all later. Bye, guys. This call will get uploaded.